Assalamu alaikum everyone. You are watching Live with Sehar Kamran. I am here today at the Embassy of Turkey in Islamabad with my very dear brother Ambassador Mustafa Yurdakul. He is the Ambassador of the Republic of Turkey in Pakistan since 2018. Thank you, Excellency, for your very valuable time. We are very happy to have you on this special show to commemorate the Republic Day of Turkey. Availing the opportunity, I would like to congratulate you, congratulate the leadership and the people of Turkey Republic Day, which falls on 29th of October. On this date, in 1923, the Republic of Turkey was proclaimed by the great leader and the revolutionary statesman Mustafa Kemal Atatürk. Dear friends, in diplomacy it is said that there are no permanent friends or enemies, but yet there are exceptions. For there are at least two such set of people who have remained friends, partners in arms, and trusted comrades even before the formation of their respective states, Turkey and Pakistan. The word Urdu comes from the Turkish language, and yet Turkish is not easily understood by us despite being ardent fans of Turkish dramas. To put in Rumi's word, Zubani yar man Turki wa man Turki na medanam. My beloved's language is Turkish, and alas, I don't understand Turkish language. Pakistan and Turkey enjoy cordial relations and trusted brotherhood. Turkey was among the few countries that immediately recognized Pakistan after its creation in 1947. Pakistan and Turkish relations are also beautifully described as two states and one nation. Ambassador Mustafa, you are here in Pakistan since January 2018. May I ask your assessment of Pakistan and Turkish relations as of today?
Well, thank you very much, Madam Senator, for being here and conducting this interview for Star News. My 4 year of experience was indeed a very pleasant one because being an ambassador of Turkey here in this beautiful and brotherly country is a unique feeling. In that sense, I think I am lucky among the other ambassadors serving their respective countries, because my status that I feel here is very unique, and I am much impressed with the hospitality, friendship, brotherhood I receive from Pakistani brothers and sisters. In your introduction, you said we have a special relationship. I think it is more than that, because for relationship you need two parties, but by definition you also need a distance between them. In case of Turkey and Pakistan, that distance does not exist, so it is like a very strong bond between the two countries. And for the 29 October, the proclamation of Republic, we are very proud to reaching to the 98 years of Republic, but we know that Pakistani brothers and sisters, the Muslims of subcontinent, they should also be very proud with this achievement, because we have received by then a lot of support from our brothers and sisters from the subcontinent. So we are grateful, and the joy is yours as much as it is ours.
That's why it is said that Pakistan and Turkey are two states but one nation. Turkey has a rich history, tremendous capacity, and accumulated knowledge. During the past few decades, Turkey has achieved some very impressive developments, progress, and technology advancement. These achievements provide valuable lessons for many other developing countries. Can you give us overview of the story of success, progress, and development in Turkey, and how political stability was ensured to achieve such an impressive development?
Ma'am, with the legacy of the Republic, I mean, the first thing that is dear to our heart is the rule of law and the rule of the people. So in this period, we have achieved great successes because whatever the political parties, governments achieve was always basing on the will of the people. And the more this will and strength of the people came to the fore, the stronger and quicker achievement steps we have taken during our 98 years of walk in this journey. As you rightly mentioned, now we are in a good position with regard to technology, education, and overall in development. But this is not for Turkey alone, and Turkey is very happy to share its experiences, its capabilities with the friendly countries all around the world. And as you know, Turkey is by GDP is the most generous country around the world. Our humanitarian assistance compared to our GDP is number one in the globe. So that's another factor for being proud in terms of our development. This is a development not only for Turkish people, but this is a development which has a spin-off effect, inshallah, for all the developing nations around the world.
Yeah, I've myself visited Istanbul and Ankara and even Konya, and it was amazing, like to see Istanbul, especially the renewable energy projects and the train which
Yes.
go under the sea.
Yes.
So we had a chance, we had an opportunity to have a brief travel in that train also.
Very good.
So it is impressive. It's very impressive. Economic relations and bilateral trade plays a crucial role in global politics. How you view Pakistan and Turkey's economic ties? What are the ongoing projects and areas of collaboration with Pakistan? Our viewers are also interested to know about the future opportunities, challenges, and what role Pakistan and Turkey can play in strengthening the regional bloc for economic development.
Ma'am, one of the areas we are, relatively lagging behind is the economic and commercial ties between the two countries. When I came to the office 4 years ago, the trade volume was around $650 million annually between the two countries. This year, inshallah, we will be reaching again to $1 billion level. But taking into account the capacities of the respective countries, Turkey and Pakistan, this is a very small number, and it is, I will be honest, it is a bit also disappointing to think that why we cannot have more trade, more economic interaction between the two countries. For that, we have now a framework, strategic economic framework, which is in place, and under that framework, the respective governmental institutions are working on ways and means how to enhance these ties in the field of economy, commerce, and investment. In terms of investment, we are in a very good position in Pakistan. Our investment as a total has reached to almost $1.5 billion in the past couple of decades, and our entrepreneurs in general, they are very happy with what they see in Pakistan as a huge market, as a young nation, as a developing nation, and so they see a lot of potential in this country. And on the other hand, as you know, on the defense and defense industry cooperation, Alhamdulillah, we are doing quite okay. We have projects ongoing between the two respective countries. These are very big projects, the frigate projects and other platform projects. They are all ongoing, and this is not a one-way street, by the way. I mean, it is also a win-win for Pakistan and Turkey. While we are, transferring platforms to Pakistan, at the same time, we are receiving platforms like Super Mushak from Pakistan as well. So this is a very good working, two-way street, and inshallah we will keep it that way.
Excellency, can you identify what are the reasons, what are the fault lines, why our economic relations are not reflecting what we say the brotherhood and the cordial relations between the two states, but what is lacking, why we could not develop good economic relations, good trade relations?
I think there are a couple of reasons. One is, I guess, related to the distance between the two countries in the form of kilometers. Otherwise, there is no distance between the two countries. But the connectivity is not as we would like to see between Turkey and Pakistan. And now, as you might be following, there are new projects underway to make that interconnectivity a bit better. So we have just started a new, TRI connection between Pakistan and Turkey via Iran on the land route. Your National Logistics Cell is, conducting this operation. Within the framework of Economic Cooperation Organization, ECO, we are also working a common train project, coming from Karachi to Istanbul and vice versa.
Okay, that's very amazing.
Yeah, so the better the connections and connectivity are, the better will be the exchange of commodities. Another reason is that we have all the institutions, in place. What we do not have in place is a trade agreement. We have been negotiating it for some time now, with goodwill on both sides. I mean, both sides also, want to achieve a quite prompt result for finalizing that deal. But trade is a sensitive issue for any country that includes Pakistan and Turkey. So it may be taking a bit of time, but inshallah, if we have a trade agreement in place between the two countries, I think it will be very possible that we see a trade volume of $5 billion, $10 billion. So this is the target we have set for ourselves. And our leaders, the respective leaders, President Erdogan and Prime Minister Imran Khan, they are eyeing for a trade volume of, 5 billion in the first hand. But I am sure that we have the capability to go further beyond that. And inshallah, by time, we will be achieving that.
You have said that trade is a sensitive issue, and I believe that it's a very important issue because in today's world, economy plays a very important role. Excellency, you have mentioned about the defense cooperation. We know both the countries have the long-standing military ties. Turkey has always supported Pakistan's stance on Kashmir, and Pakistan has reciprocated by supporting Turkey's policy on northern Cyprus. How do you see that Pakistan and Turkish defense cooperation, what role it can play in the regional global alignment as of now?
Madam, I mean, the gist of the matter is that, leading countries like Turkey, Pakistan, regional powers, we should be adopting a line that would speak for itself. And that line should be that we should own our issues and problems as the regional countries by ourselves. So this regional ownership, I think, the key issue for any issues, to be taken at hand and hopefully resolved in the days and years to come. Without this regional ownership, I don't think there is a very quick or permanent solution to all the problems that we are facing in various regions of the world, especially the regions that both Pakistan and Turkey are very much in proximity, like South Asia and Middle East. Because I believe the regional countries are the best place to tackle with their own issues, because they know the problems, they know the people, they know the priorities. So any agenda coming from outside or any intervention, this is, as we have seen in a couple of cases, it is not helping the peace and security of the region at all. So the best way is to have this awareness by all the countries in the region that yes, there are issues, there are problems at hand, and we can solve our problems by ourselves. We don't need any third party agenda or third party intervention.
You very rightly said. And I would also appreciate that Turkey has always supported Pakistan also for the membership of NSG. We are facing the energy crisis, and that's very important for Pakistan. And it's a very important position that no country should get it unilateral. There has to be a regional balance. That is very important. And we are very grateful to Turkey for this very important support.
Well, it is our pleasure. I mean, we have a very good legacy of supporting each other, Turkey and Pakistan, in all international fora, be it the United Nations, be it the OIC, Islamic Conference, or other regional groupings. So this is a very fruitful and promising relationship that we are trying to preserve and moving forward.
Thank you for that. Recently, Turkish dramas have captured the Pakistani screens and have gained great popularity in Pakistan. The entire Pakistani nation is mesmerized by the glamour, by the fiction, by the story, and the culture. What is the magic behind that craze, and what role dramas can play in bringing the people of the two countries together? And let me also ask that is there any prospect that Pakistani dramas will also be aired in Turkey?
Ma'am, as you know, previously you have rightly put out. Now we are in modern times, and these modern times come with their own realities. And one of those realities is that yes, people to people, heart to heart relationship, the affection is a very important element. But to preserve that element, which is existing, for example, between Turkey and Pakistan, I mean this heart-to-heart connection, we need to strengthen it by more commercial and economic exchanges in the first place. Because in this, again, modern times, we have new realities and we have some new strings, that will tie respective countries more strongly to each other. On this account, another, dimension or avenue, if you like, is this cultural exchanges, and the Turkish dramas on that count do a very, very important task, not only vis-a-vis Pakistan but around the world. It has contributed a lot to the image of Turkey and the soft power, so to speak, of Turkey. If I'm not mistaken, Turkey is only second to the US in exporting the TV dramas in the global sense. This is very encouraging. Now, good news for you and for your viewers is that, and answering your question, now we have some projects in the pipeline. One is about Turkilala, Abdurrahman Peshawari, in this late years of Ottoman Empire and early years of the Republic of Turkey. He was an important and instrumental figure in our history. So there is a project to revisit that period of history. And the second one is, again, recently the respective producers announced that they are coming up with a joint project, Pakistani and Turkish producers, concerning Salahuddin Ayyubi. So it will be a joint work, and it will inshallah be aired both in Pakistan and in Turkey. So I think this also covers your question about, the perspective of Pakistani dramas shown in Turkey. Yes, this will be maybe a good start on that sense. But what is more, I know that there are some Pakistani movies already, put on screen in Turkey. I remember it was 2 years ago, before COVID times, there was an animation film, Donkey King or something.
Okay, yeah,
like
that's
that.
very popular.
Yeah, it was also shown in the Turkish movies back home, and received quite a lot of attention. So the perspective is there. What all we need to do, the producers, the viewers, is to show more interest, in the cultures and productions of respective countries.
My husband didn't take my call when the drama was on the TV. So I know the craze.
Well, he has a point.
Yeah, I know. And then he watched the entire drama on the YouTube, and he said, I have to watch it. It has a history. So I know that what is the craze.
Madam, it is very important. Especially for this part of the world, for the nations with population of Muslim majorities, in this region, that in the history we have had our times. We have had great personalities, great states, great empires, which have ruled the almost I will not say the entire world, but a considerable part of the world, with some very decent and honest way. And I see no harm in making the young generation to know more about these historical personalities. So this is also a part of the awareness raising that we should be after, because we are the torchbearer of a great legacy, and we should be proud of that, nothing less.
Yeah, it's very important to preserve the history, and I think it would be very interesting to see that joint production, the artists from both the countries participating, and the dramas are aired at both the countries. So it will be very interesting to see. Definitely, culture and art play a very important role in connecting people, and another important issue is education, and an important subject. I have visited Turkish school in Islamabad, and I've also visited a university in northern Cyprus during my visit in 2012. There are many Pakistani students who are studying in Turkey. Can you tell us more about the cooperation in education? What are the opportunities for the Pakistani students, and how we can further promote education bilaterally?
Sure. Ma'am, this education is one of the most promising prospect in our bilateral bond and relationship with Pakistan. In every level of education, Alhamdulillah, we have a very good level of exchanges and cooperation. As you mentioned, now a Turkish foundation, an official foundation, which is part of the education ministry, Turkish Marif Foundation, is now looking after the schools, Pak Turk Marif schools in Pakistan, and there are 28 of them in this country. So they have a huge setup, and the quality of education in those institutions are quite noteworthy, and we are trying best, the management of Marif Foundation and Embassy, to keep it that way. So taking this opportunity, I should be extending my gratitude for all the Pakistani parents who are entrusting these schools and sending their kids for education, and I hope with the result they get, they should be happy about it. The second one, I mean, the higher education is also a very important field of cooperation. There are many forms of that cooperation in place. One is the Turkish governmental scholarships. We call it Türkiye Bursları, and there is a government agency directly responsible for it. So every year, around 150 young people from Pakistan are enjoying these scholarships and having an opportunity to study in very respectful universities back in Turkey. Other than that, we have an exchange program, Mevlana exchange program, between the academicians of respective universities, and this is getting, bigger and bigger every day. So we are covering more universities. So, as I said in the beginning, this is one of the most promising areas in our bond and relationship with Pakistan, and we will work more to make this educational bond also more stronger.
Yeah, it's very important because education is an important field, and since I have myself visited the Turkish schools in Islamabad, so I would say it's impressive. Yeah. I really like the setup, the way, the cleanliness, so I have participated in few programs also. It's very impressive.
Apart from the governmental, scholarships, more and more Pakistani brothers and sisters, on their own means, they are going to Turkey and, studying in very good universities. So that's also a very good prospect.
Yeah, many parents, they feel comfortable sending their children to Turkey, thinking about the culture and the bond, and then exactly the advancement in technology is also one of the attraction for the Pakistani students to go there and to learn about the modern technology.
Absolutely.
Last but not the least, may I ask your personal experience in Pakistan, the place you like most, your favorite food, and your interest in sports?
Well, looking back to the past 4 years, ma'am, what I remember is always, praise and appreciation and affection. Maybe it is the human nature, you tend to forget about the negativities quite easily. But honestly speaking, being an ambassador here, the number of, hiccups and some issues, their numbers were very limited, and alhamdulillah, we were able to, overcome most of them in a very, brotherly fashion. So one thing I cannot forget about is Pakistan's passion for cricket. Before coming to Pakistan, I knew nothing about cricket. It was a very, stranger game to me. But when I first visited, during my first days here, I received chairman of Peshawar Zalmi, Javed Afridi brother, and then I found myself in the world of cricket, and from that time on we have managed to do some promotional activities also, promoting cricket in Turkey, sending some young Turkish players to the Peshawar Zalmi Dagin during the PSL league, just to increase their experience. I like almost all because I have no issue with the spicy food. I like spice. But if you ask me what is the most what is the similarity or the most similar cuisine in Pakistan with Turkey, I think I should say that Khyber Pakhtunkhwa cuisine.
Okay, that's more like the Turkish.
More like the way
the barbecue and the meat.
They do it. It is more resembling the way we make our kebabs and all those meat dishes. Other than that, I had the opportunity to make a lot of friends here. So it was a very good experience, and it will remain with me, whenever I complete my term here also. So all positive experiences and nothing negative. I mean, That's
Your
what I can
favorite
say.
place
My favorite place is
where you like to go again and again?
again and again. I think Lahore. Lahore is, when you talk about historical city, cultural city, when you talk about, the city per se, I think Lahore and Karachi are the most suitable for that definition. Lahore also, is, I think, taking advantage of being close to Islamabad, so that our travels there are more frequent. And Turkish companies also contributed a lot to the development of Lahore. So going there and seeing those developments that Turkish companies contributed is also a very pleasant thing. But Karachi also has its own charm, and Peshawar likewise. So I mean, this country has every quality to be a tourist destination, and I wish more and more tourists might enjoy the hospitality of Pakistan. But you should do also, do your part about, promoting the tourism. I mean, increasing the infrastructure. I mean, improving the security situation, which is at a very good level, honestly speaking. The hospitality. By the way, I forgot to mention that on the sector of hospitality, we are also, working with Pakistani authorities to build a center of excellence here in Islamabad on hospitality.
Okay.
Because I think one of the gaps Pakistan has in terms of enjoying more tourists is the insufficient number of trained people for hospitality. Once you have more qualified people in this sector, I'm sure you will see the benefits of them. So, inshallah, if we see through this project, that will be a very important assistance for tourism sector in Pakistan.
Yeah, training and then many opportunities, because Pakistan has heritage and culture.
Exactly.
But yes, we have to develop the infrastructure. And you're very right that we passed through a very turbulent time because of this, security situation that we faced, and we fought the most difficult war within our own borders.
Exactly.
To defeat this terrorism.
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
I'm glad that today we have overcome, and there are few incidents which exactly we know that exactly there are reasons, and I hope that soon we will see peace across the Pakistan.
Inshallah.
Any message for the cricket team of Pakistan?
Well, this week was very special, I think, in the T20 history of Pakistan. You started the T20, World Cup with an impressive victory against Team India. I happened to watch the game, and I'm an amateur, cricket lover, but even I can tell that, that was a very impressive win over India. As I also, shared in my social media account, Twitter.
Yeah, I read your tweet.
That,
I retweeted your tweet.
Thank you very much. What now Pakistan do is to keep up with this momentum, and as I said in the tweet, on the 15th November morning, inshallah, we would like to see Pakistan as the champions of T20 World Cup.
Inshallah, I hope so. We have a very good team, and I hope one day football will come to Pakistan and cricket will go to
Why
Turkey.
not?
Yeah.
Why not?
Thank you, Excellency. It was lovely talking to you once again. Heartiest felicitations on my behalf and on behalf of the Star News team on the Republic Day. To you, to the people of Turkey, to the leadership of Turkey, we wish you all the best. We wish peace, prosperity, and progress to Turkey. Long live Pakistan-Turkish friendship.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. And as I said, this is a proud moment that we need to share as well. Is because Pakistan also has a part in this
Yeah.
achievement of the announcement of and establishment of the republic. So this is a feast, a bayram we call, that we enjoy together. Thank you very much for having me.
Thank you, Excellency. Thank you.